style rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?
Patriots, this is Secret Service Sam. Welcome to Samson's World. Holy shit. Yes. Welcome to Samson's World, where court, comedy, culture, and your world collide. Sorry, I'm a little bit late today. I had to pick up my son early at school. But you know how it goes. When you're a dad or a mother, you got to take care of the kids first. Second Amendment is being trampled on in our country. Don't tread on me. What happened to everybody? They're trying to take away our guns. They're trying to take away our guns. I mean, the Second Amendment is there in case of a Tyrannosaurus Rex government that comes after you, and you have the right to bear arms. I mean, by this conversation, Donald Trump is saying you can't carry a gun. Where's all my Second Amendment peeps? Where's all the MAGA? Where's all the MAGA saying that they were coming after the guns? Let's go back to Kristi Noem. This video did nothing.
Why do the liberals and Joe Biden want our guns? Because it will make it easier for them to infringe on all of our other rights.
Damn, that did not age well at all, Kristi. Let's hear that one again. Damn.
Why do the liberals and Joe Biden want our guns?
I don't know.
Because it will make it easier for them to infringe on all of our other rights.
Who the hell wants your guns? It was always MAGA folks. Like, they're coming after your guns, Biden. They're going to take your guns. But it's you guys. That's the irony of it all. It's the MAGA folks who go after the Second Amendment, who don't care about our Constitution. You're not patriots. When I say patriot, that is referring to somebody who actually respects our country and our Constitution. Yes, Silky Sweet. I saw that email. I'm hoping everything is okay with you. It looks like they had it under control, which is good to hear. You know, whenever I hear fire, I think, oh God, what do we got going on in Cali now in LA? But luckily it was not us. But I'm wishing you and everybody else affected by it, you know, good vibes and energy and healing. Now, this is hilarious. They're still battling it. Okay. Good Lord. Well, we'll put a little prayer out for that. A little water prayer, as I like to call that. Water, 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 fall on the fire and put it out and save people's lives, please. It's so funny, though, about fire. I saw these guys from like MIT. They had an invention where it was like a bass cannon, and with bass sound waves, they could put out a fire. So I just don't understand with technology why we're still dropping little bags of water from the helicopters. They dip into a swimming pool. It just seems like such a little amount. Like, don't we have some giant subwoofer that, you know, we could put like on Snoop Dogg Air or something like that, get up into the sky and boom, 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 boom. You know, maybe have Bootsy Collins up there, just bounce, 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 boom, 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 boom. Some of that slapstick funk, you know what I mean? This is so hypocritical. Donald Trump's mother is here talking about how she came to this country. This is only, a generation ago. So Donald Trump is a newly immigrant. Like, under his administration, his mother and him would never be allowed into this country. Look at this.
In a little town called Stornoway. At the island of Lewis, way up in the Hebrides.
I'm sorry, Donald looks just like her, but what a weird looking lady, I gotta say.
Way up in the Hebrides. Beautiful little island.
And did you live there for most of your life?
Oh, yes, I lived there. I grew up there. Came to New York. Met my husband.
Yeah.
Went back to Scotland and came back to New York to get married.
Poor Donald can't be with us because he's over in Hollywood, over in Los Angeles,
Donald, he got a call from Steven Spielberg. Could he come and make a cameo in some movie that Spielberg is doing?
Now, we all know this is Home Alone 2 she's talking about.
And of course, Donald didn't want to say no.
Of course, Donald is a media whore, is what she wants to say, and he couldn't say no.
Well, we can understand that. It's slightly more important than the BB show, Frank, isn't it? Tell us about your lovely family, Mrs. Trump. And we know that sadly you lost a son recently.
Lost a son. Our oldest son we lost. He was 41.
I didn't know that.
It's something our mother never forgets.
Isn't that interesting? Trump never talks about losing a brother or anybody like that. So there you have it. Yeah, Michael Owens, yay, he loves Trump. But did you just hear Trump, his mother, like, they would have been deported under our new ways of doing things. We just kill Americans now. By the way, this is a report that just came out in Arizona. ICE has critically injured someone. They didn't kill this person. They're getting a little bit better. They're getting a little better at their jobs. They're getting a little bit better, just a little bit. All right? Please, no guns. We can't have guns anymore. No more guns. Wow. And I thought it was all the libs that were going to take your guns away. It's you guys taking the guns away from yourselves.
The department is also sending some of the Epstein files over to the House Oversight Committee today. Are you in support of that?
Yeah, I'm in support of it. Of course, there's a lot of bad stuff. It's going to hurt a lot. I just don't want to hurt people, right? All right. Who cares about hurting pedophiles? Fuck them all. That's what's wrong with you MAGAs. Stop protesting. Okay. This is so funny because you don't know what protesting means. What about if Martin Luther King, if somebody said, oh, quit protesting? Black people would still have no rights in our country if they listened to dumbass people like yourself. This is the most ignorant shit. And it's clearly from a white woman because you've never had to protest for anything in your life. You've never had your rights taken away. So it's so funny. Stop protesting. It's our First Amendment right. Should we stop constitutioning? Virgo chick? Should we stop it's so funny how you guys are all about the Constitution when Biden's trying to take our guns. They're trying to take our guns. And you guys are the ones fucking up our First Amendment and Second Amendment. Please explain Graham versus Connor. If you can't explain that, you have no concept of what you're talking about. Oh, my God. The left loves guns now. First of all, I'm not left or right. That's a disease created in our country. I'm an American, a United States citizen. I'm not left or right. I'm right versus wrong. I don't. So you guys hate guns? I never was personally. I'm not left or right. I'm not a big fan of guns. I grew up in Missouri. I've fired every single firearm there is to fire, machine guns, AKs. I've fired it all. I've blown up dynamite in quarries in Missouri. So what about this, Virgo? You don't care about our Constitution? Do you know what our Second Amendment says? Let me look up women love fish pics. Explain Graham versus Connor. Okay, hang on. Siri, what is Graham versus Connor? Graham versus Connor is an excessive force case arising from the detention and release of suspicious person by City of Charlotte officer Miss Connor. Okay. 3 decades of guidance under the solid bedrock of Graham versus Connor provides a strong foundation for Leos doing the work in society and willing to do. And the subject nearly 1,200 law of one cannot overstate the profound effect of the United States Supreme Court's decision in Graham versus Connor on American law enforcement. Often equally praised and maligned, the relatively short decision issued May 15th, 1989, held that the use of force by law enforcement must be judged by an objective standard of reasonableness under the Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution. However, the rationale of that decision and the statements made during the discussion still stir controversy 30 years later. The excessive force case behind Graham versus Connor. Graham versus Connor is an excessive force case arising from the detention and release of a suspicious person by City of Charlotte officer Miss Connor on November 12, 1984. Diabetic D. Thorne Graham asked his friend to drive him to a convenience store so he could purchase some orange juice as he believed he was about to have an insulin reaction. Facing a long line upon entering the store, Graham quickly exited, got back into his friend's car, and asked him to drive into a friend's house. Graham's short stay and rapid exit attracted the attention of the City of Charlotte police, who stopped the car. He detained Graham and the driver until he could establish that nothing untoward occurred at the convenience store. During the stop, Graham exited his friend's car, ran around it, and passed out. He was handcuffed and placed onto Connor's hood. At that point, he came to and pleaded with officers to get him some sugar. Graham's friend came to the scene with orange juice, but the officers refused to allow Graham access. Wow. Refusing Graham access to orange juice is terrible. The officers put Graham into a patrol car, but released him after an officer confirmed the convenience store was secure. During the encounter, officers reportedly made comments indicating they believed Graham was drunk and cursed at him. Graham reportedly suffered multiple injuries and sued the city and several officers, including Connor, for violating his constitutional rights. After the federal trial, court granted and directed verdict dismissing all defendants. Plaintiff to Thorne Graham appealed to the federal Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals, which upheld the dismissal. The United States Supreme Court reversed and remanded case back into the Fourth Circuit for reconsideration of the case under a new standard for interpreting law enforcement use of force that would change the legal landscape. Yeah, this is interesting. What else about it? Women love fish pics. Has everyone realized that when Trump won, he dodged the next pandemic, donkey pox? Okay. F Trump. Okay, Ralph. MLK was a sick F2. Oh, wow, Virgo. Virgo's a racist. There we go. I just love it when you got Virgo. Do you want to come on the show? I love people like you, honestly. Thank you for letting us know that you are a racist in the chat. MLK was a sick fuck too. I'm guessing this is a fake account you're under, and it's amazing. Come on the show and let's talk about that. And please say it in public. Say it to everybody. I invite anybody in the comments, come on to the show. That's the link to the show. You can come in the comments and you can talk on me, and let's have a nice civilized conversation. That's what I do here. I talk to everybody. Now, it's funny. You think MLK was a sick fuck, which I've never even heard anybody say that in my life. But what do you think about Donald Trump, who's most likely on the Epstein files? Because let's be honest, guys, if he wasn't on the Epstein files and it was really all these Democrats, which I believe there are, and I think they should all be exposed and they should all face the law, because anybody who harms children deserves to be in prison. And you guys know what they do to pedophiles in prison. They kill them. They don't last like a week in prison. So even prisoners can agree on this. Okay, but here's Donald Trump about the Democratic hoax.
Releasing all of them.
Keeping it open.
If they wanted to release,
people shouldn't be hurt, but I'm in support of keeping it totally open. I couldn't care less. You got a lot of people that it could be mentioned in those files that don't deserve to be people, because he knew everybody in Palm Beach. I don't know anything about that, but I have said to Pam and everybody else, give them everything you can give them, because it's a Democrat hoax. It's just a hoax. The whole Epstein thing is a Democrat hoax. So we had the greatest 6 months, 7 months in the history of the presidency, and the Democrats don't know what to do, so they keep bringing up that stuff. But it affected them. Bill Clinton was on his plane and went to the island supposedly 28 times.
Right, so let's get him. Bill Clinton said release the files. Look, Bill Clinton plays a mean saxophone. Arguably, it was one of the most fruitful times in our history, like economy-wise. 95, America was killing it. The stock market. I remember Coca-Cola stock. It split which that's when a stock gets so high, it splits in half. It was an amazing year. You know, yeah, Melania's movie is, I don't even think we need to boycott. I don't think you have to boycott the movie. I don't think anybody's going to see it no matter what. If Trump did something wrong, it is wrong. That doesn't justify more wrong behavior. You're absolutely right, Woman Love Fish Picks. 2 wrongs don't make a right. And I couldn't agree with you more. And I think if we all just, you know, let's take everybody at this face value. Obama is the one they're protecting. He's the only one? You really think Obama, like Alan Dershowitz, Woody Allen, who married his adopted daughter, you don't think he's a pedophile? He's on the list. Allegedly. Okay, if they're protecting Obama, they don't protect Obama. If Obama is a pedophile, let him go to fucking jail. Okay? If I don't care. If Mother Teresa was a pedophile, put her in the fucking slammer. What are we talking about? Guys, shed this left and right gang bullshit mentality. We're Americans. I wear red, you wear blue. No, I don't wear shit. I wear red, white, and blue. I'm a United States citizen who believes in the First Amendment, Second Amendment, the Fourth Amendment. Do you know what the Fourth Amendment says? Let's get this straight. Anybody who enters our country illegally, any person, not citizen, any person, there's a reason they put person and not citizen, gets due process. Pam is holding the files back. What is her agenda plus against Jay Sixerly? The agenda is they're protecting the pedophile in chief. Guys, we're not, unless you're dumb and you just can't accept shit. A lot of these people, there's a lot of elite pedophiles, okay? It just is what it is. I'm not one. I'm assuming you guys aren't one either. But anybody out there deserves to.
I don't want to bring that up, frankly. You have Larry, whatever his name is, Summers,
sure,
the head of Harvard, who was Jeffrey Epstein's best friend.
Okay, get him out. Get him out. Head of Harvard. Good. Why is it only, I don't believe only Democrats are pedophiles. I just don't believe that.
Nobody ever talks about that. I mean, but I don't want to hurt Larry Summers, but he was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. No, this is a Democratic hoax to try and get the significance of what we've done over the past 7 months. Nobody.
Yeah, guys, look, please stop. Guys, quit looking into the fact that I might have committed pedophilia on Epstein Island. This is Trump talking. Please, come on. Please, guys, just look. Just talk about the good things I've done. Don't talk about, you know, the possible felonies I might have. I mean, what are we saying here? Is this a child? This has to be one of the worst presidents in the history of our country, just simply on the fact that he is all over this list. First time here, like your real truth. Yep. Red, white, and blue, baby. That's what we are. Those are the colors. F you. Thank you, Chris Rugby. Right back at you. Guys, can we all agree whoever is on that fucking list should go to jail? Put up in the comment you agree. Because if you don't, then we'll know you're a pedophile protector. Please don't talk about it. Don't talk.
But I don't want to hurt Larry Summers, but he was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay, here's what I don't want to hurt. What do you mean you don't want to hurt Larry Summers? Hurt the fuck out of him if he's on that list. He's a pedophile. Okay, I have a daughter. Do you think for a second I would fucking protect any pedophile for a second that even came near my daughter? I get angry just talking about this shit. I don't want to hurt him. What do you mean you don't want to hurt him? That's what a pedophile protector. He's literally protecting Democratic pedophiles to your face, and you don't care. He's talking Democrats. Look at this. Look at who he fucking names.
The head of Harvard, who was Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. Nobody ever talks about that. I mean, but I don't want to hurt Larry Summers, but he was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. No, this is a Democratic hoax to try and get the significance of what we've done.
Good. This is beautiful. This is people saying, yes, we agree that if anybody is a pedophile, they should go to prison and get fucking killed. That's what happens to pedophiles in prison. Okay, when even the worst of the worst murderers, prisoners agree, they all, whether they're white supremacists in the black gangs, in the Mexican gangs, whatever gang they're in prison, they all agree on one thing. We are going to fuck up and kill pedophiles. Anybody who hurts children is dead. They don't last. Facts. That's because you're a moron. So I'm a moron, Teoloro, for defending children. Are you a pedophile protector? Is that what you're telling us by this comment? Give me a yes or no. I might be a moron, but I'm not a pedophile protector. OMG, Trump was also best friends with Epstein. Yeah, that's the thing about it. He tells on himself. So he was the best friend of me, hung on Palm Springs. Everybody hung on in Palm Springs. Larry was best friends with him. But I don't want to hurt Larry, okay? Bill Clinton was there 28 times, but I don't want to hurt Bill. Why? If Bill Clinton put his finger on one underage girl, fuck him. He can go to the hell that all pedophiles go to. And if you agree with that, put a yes in. Put a yes in. Okay. Oh, great. Amanda Kohler and Tim Walz are the insurrectionist leaders. Were they on January 6th? Are they Proud Boys? What are you talking about? We're talking about abolishing pedophiles. You people are crazy to me. Crazy. No one should be protected when it comes to protecting our children. It's all these white elite people who are pedophiles. Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell. I mean, they're the biggest pedophiles in the history of pedophilia. He had an island. He had an island where he could take these poor women. Yes, thank you. More people in the comments who are saying yes to not supporting pedophilians. Yes, January 6 people are traitors. Facts. Anybody who attacks our Capitol, and this is the funny thing, no guns, no guns. What about Kyle Rittenhouse, who was driven illegally across state lines with a firearm he was not old enough to have, and he shot 3 people, killed 2 people. But Alex Pretti, all you Second Amendments, he literally, he's an ICU nurse who worked with veterans. And then there are these 2 people like, okay, let me show you something. Okay, you see this? You see this? See? Do you see? I'm just saying that could be, that was a phone, but that could be a gun. Do you see this? This is what they're doing on Fox News. You see this? This could be a gun. Dude, it's just so dumb. Anything to shit on our Constitution. I don't care if this was Joe Biden, if it was Bill Clinton, if it was Obama, I would say, fuck you, don't tread on me. Can I see proof of citizenship? Fuck you. I'm an American. I don't need to show you shit. You have no legal right to ask me if I'm an American citizen. And guess what? Who the fuck's going to ask me? I'm white as they come, and listen to my beautiful American accent. But I'm lucky. I realize this. Bodie Wagner is on here. All right, Bodie. Oh, it's Harper. Okay, Harper, that's okay. You're more age appropriate to be able to watch some of this stuff. This is your world, Harper. These are all the crazy people in it. Don't open your door. Yeah. Well, you don't have to open your door because the ice holes will literally pull your door open. I mean, I'm seeing it all over the place. Every video. Listen to what this guy said. Listen to what this ice hole said. This is
what? You know, I will tell you this. You raise your voice,
you raise
your voice.
If I raise my voice, you'll erase.
If you raise your voice, I'll erase you. That's the fucking part that kills me, is these motherfuckers with accents talking to Americans. Like Melania, please, Melania says, please, peacefully protest. How? What? Melania's an illegal. Get her out. Melania is illegal. Get her out. Allegedly. I'm just saying, if we're deporting illegal immigrants, he's got one in the fucking White House. And you guys don't give a shit about that. Her movie is trash. We all know that. Listen to this. Listen to the arrogance. What is constitutional about
You raise your voice, I raise your.
You raise your voice, I erase your voice, I execute you. Where does it say that in the Constitution? Humanity has died in America as the moment. And you know what's so interesting about it? You're trash. Come on, 46. I feel like you've been on the show enough to know, but I will write that down. Nobody has called me trash yet. Let me write that down on my list of things. You're trash. Why am I trash? Because I believe in our Constitution? Is there something I'm lying about here? Tell me where the lie is or come on the show. Come on the show, 46, and talk to me in the face. Let's have a nice conversation. Yeah. Look, has Trump achieved some things? Sure. Has every president had some things, Did Obama achieve some things? Did Clinton? Did Bush? Bush did some things, but then he had 9/11. She's a genius. At least that's what her papers say. Hilarious. Have you had your ICE observation training yet? I'm not sure what that means. LOL, I'm for ICE, but we have the right to our opinion. Name calling does nothing. Exactly, Stephen. I agree. Stephen, look, if I called you a name, I apologize. I don't think I called for, you. I'm ICE, insane criminal enterprise. Yeah, it's true. I mean, the problem is with ICE, look at these guys. These guys, even cops. Have you ever heard a police officer even say, raise your voice and I'll erase you? We have the right. That's why we have a constitution. That's why we have, what is our Second Amendment for? To protect us from a tyrannical government. A government. Look, this is what is Kristi Noem saying here, guys?
Why do the liberals and Joe Biden want our guns? Because it will make it easier for them to infringe on all of our other rights.
So Alex Pretti, as President Trump said, can't have a gun. What do all my Second Amendment people think about that? Please let me know in the comments right now. We have the right to bear arms. Let me pull that clip into here. By the way, TikTok is all screwed up. I mean, it does not. You can't even write Epstein on TikTok anymore. That's hilarious. No, you didn't call me a name. Okay, good. Thank you, Stephen. And guys, I had somebody on yesterday, a guy, Wiggy, Trump supporter. I had Danielle on, who was not a Trump supporter. And we had a very, very nice dialogue. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Whether we disagree, whether you think I'm a fanatical moron, well, come on here and let's talk. But you don't have a profile picture. So that tells me that you're like a Russian bot. Here is the link to the show. Anybody who wants to come on my show and chat with me, let's do it. Let's do it. But let's
approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. The officers attempted to disarm this individual, but the armed...
So let's watch this together, guys. Just please, anybody, point out, whatever she's saying. I mean, it's all a lie. And by the way,
with a
Kristi Noem is one of the best liars on the planet.
9mm semi-automatic handgun. The officers attempted to disarm this individual, but the armed suspect reacted. The 9mm.
What does that mean? Women love fish pics. You clip. I don't know what that means.
Semi-automatic handgun. The officers attempted to disarm this individual, but the armed suspect reacted violently. Fearing for his life and for the lives of his fellow officers around him, an agent fired defensive shots.
Okay,
this is the way that they will lie to our face.
That's the truth. No, wait. Women love fish pics. Can you please show me in the video where he pushes back? Because I'm not seeing that with my eyes. Can you please give me a timestamp or something?
Approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. The officers attempted to disarm this individual, but the armed suspect
The show,
reacted
if I
violently.
come on. Oh, do I like do clips of the show? I mean, yeah, sometimes I put clips up, but if you don't want me to put you up in something, I'm not trying to go viral. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry, women love fish pics. I don't think we'll go viral with it, but I would love for you to come on and discuss, because I think it's important when we have difference. There's a woman that ICE officers, yes, the ICE officers push the woman, but I don't ever see in this video Alex push back. In fact, he almost looks very careful as to not. ICE officer took his sidearm and walked away yelling he has a gun. Then they shot and killed him. Yeah, that's true. Let me see if I can bring up the video just so we can watch it, because they've even been making it hard to see this video online. Hold on.
An individual approached.
You
talk about needing some world.
I mean, this just goes to show, too, while I'm finding this video, how much Kristi Noem lies.
Talk about meeting some world leaders, and
once here's what I'm about. We're all adults. At the end of the day, all we have is the truth. Just tell the truth. If you're telling the truth and I'm wrong, I will admit that I'm wrong gladly, but let's just tell the truth.
Specific one. Quote, I remember when I met with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un, I'm sure he underestimated me, having no clue about my experience staring down little tyrants. I've been a children's pastor after all. Did you meet Kim Jong-un?
Now watch how much, look, they should teach lessons. If you want to be a good politician or a liar, Democrat or Republican, whatever, listen, did you ever meet Kim Jong-un? Listen to how she answers.
Well, you know, as soon as this was brought to my attention, I certainly made some changes and looked at this passage, and I've met with many world leaders.
I've met with Sam, did you meet Martin Luther King? Well, I've met several civil rights leaders. Okay, Sam, but did you meet MLK? Like, he died before you were born. I have met some of the best and brightest voices in I mean, that's what she's doing. Answer. It should be made law that these fucking politicians have to answer the questions. I don't care what side they're on. I can't stand when people fucking gaslight me. How about you?
I've traveled around the world. As soon as it was brought to my attention, we went forward and have made some edits. So I'm glad that this book is being released in a couple of days and that those edits will be in place and that people will have the updated version.
So you did not meet with Kim Jong-un? That's what you're saying?
No, I've met with many world leaders. Many world leaders.
So you did not meet with Kim Jong-un. I've met with, I mean, it's the lying for me. Why do we allow it? It's a right is right and wrong is wrong situation. Thank you very much for Ali Jean on Instagram. Guys, again, this is Samson's World, where court, comedy, culture, and your world collide. We are here. It is at the half-hour mark. This is an excellent live feed. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. There's just a lot of drama here, guys. I mean, the lying.
I think I've talked extensively in this book about.
Yeah. Oh my God. Just the lie. And look at this. This is, if you guys want to know what's going on in LA and Trump's approval rating, look at this.
Shut up. Yo, they said Donald Trump was right here. Somebody done banged it up. Jack Hammer did the fuck up. Wow.
Thank you, Silky.
That's crazy. Oh, I should have knew better than put his name on his damn bro.
They can't even put the star back on. It's been destroyed.
How long it's been like that?
I have no idea. How long has that been like that? The Trump star?
The past 3 weeks now.
Wow.
When they fixing it?
I don't even think they want to fix it. I think they're just wasting time.
Yeah, because they'll probably happen again, huh?
Exactly.
Damn. That's crazy.
It's not that crazy if you think about it. Let's see. Did you guys see this? Remind you, this is after they killed Alex Pretti. Like, This is so unprofessional. These guys who murdered Alex Pretti, and maybe this isn't them, this is ICE staying at their hotel, but they moon people outside who are sitting out in the freezing snow protesting. Look at this guy. Moons him and then gives him a finger. What a wonder. And you guys heard Greg Bovino, Little Dick Bovino was taken. He was taken off. He was demoted and taken out of ICE custody. Here's President Trump saying you cannot walk anywhere with guns. Is that true? Who believes that in the comments? Who believes President Trump that you can't walk with guns? We have a Second Amendment. And it's Biden. Is it Biden taking it away? No, it looks like Trump is taking it away. I don't know. Who would have thought, honestly? I thought he was Mr. NRA. Let's see. He said that? Yep. Sam, funny they standing in a window, no mask. We need to get closer up of their faces. Yeah, that's a good point. You can share up to 10 videos. Okay, let me take this one out. Why only 10 videos, StreamYard? Why don't you make it easy for me? Here we go. Let's see if that's it. Here we go, guys. Mr. Second Amendment, Donald Trump.
Pretti acting as an assassin. Do you think he was acting as an assassin in Minneapolis? Who is that? Mr. Pretti, your deputy chief of staff said that. You don't think so?
Goodbye, everyone. Don't forget to smile. It confuses your enemies. No photo profile. Why? When I was born, I was so ugly the doctor slapped my mom. LOL. That's a good one, Stephen. Trump said it before he got on the helicopter. Greenland's demand is too much. I just think we need to leave Greenland alone.
With that being said, we can't have guns. You can't walk in with guns.
Can't have guns. Can't walk in with guns. He was outside legally carrying.
What about the Second Amendment?
Listen, you can't walk in with guns. You can't do that. But it's just a very unfortunate.
You can't walk in with guns. You can't do that. It's a very unfortunate situation. Guys, he said you can't carry guns. Where are all my Second Amendments in the comments? Do you guys agree with that? That you cannot carry guns in America? You cannot. But Kyle Rittenhouse can. He's a hero. Kyle Rittenhouse, he's a hero. He's a hero. Let me get this straight. Kyle Rittenhouse traveled across state lines illegally. His mother brought him there. He was underage. He was underage to have a firearm. He shot 3 people, killed 2 people, was made into a conservative right hero. Literally, Charlie Kirk, your idol, loved this guy. But Alex Pretti, who was literally protecting a woman gets shoved down. Alex steps in to help her, and then this happens.
What about the Second Amendment, sir?
They they did have guns on January 6th. Hard to find something that isn't sensational. Women, 40 seconds. You found the clip. What is the clip? Kyle Rittenhouse killed in self-defense. So what was Alex Pretti doing who didn't touch his gun at all? I'm just confused. And Robert, do you have to call me an idiot? Did that feel good? I hope it did. Kyle is a different case. Wasn't underage, was attacked. Pretti was an agitator. Where do you see him agitating? I mean, it's guys, I like how you can, it's called selective outrage. Of him assaulting the officer. You have that. Woman love fish pics. How are you the only person on the planet who has a video of him assaulting the police officer? Now, I have seen this picture, which I don't know if some of you have seen it, but this is a fake picture. So I just want to make sure people know because this is circulating. in some places. It's a picture of him, and it looks like he's holding a gun. Let me see. Oh, this is pretty funny. Somebody said about Gregory Bovino, this dude went to my high school in the 80s. The teachers have gone on Facebook and just roasted him. And I quote, he got caught jacking off to Nat Geo in the stairwell. End quote. That shit cracks me up if that's true. Allegedly. I wouldn't be surprised. He seems like the type that would get caught jerking off in a bathroom. Am I right? I'm trying to find this picture that the MAGAs were sharing, which it looks like he has a gun. He never took his gun out of the holster. They took the gun out of his holster. Can you please send me the video? Go ahead, bring the video up. Please start at 40 seconds. Where is the video? Pretti disrupted ICE agents in the performance of their duties. That is a crime. The crime voids his right to carry a weapon. Do you get it now, you non-idiot? Thank you, Keith, for that. Keith, I don't see where in the Constitution where you're saying this crime equals that you get executed. And what about all the J6ers who got pardoned and they had guns and assaulted police officers? Do you feel the same ways? I'm not. It's ABC News. ABC News. Let me see. So ABC News. Let's see. ABC News has footage of Alex Pretti attacking officers. Biden molested his daughter in the shower when she was 8 years old. Okay, that's disgusting. So fucking put him in jail. What do you think? You people are so... I'm going to try and be calm. There's no left and right. What do you think? I want to protect a pedophile? Then yeah, fuck Biden. I see your profile picture. Robert, do you want to protect pedophiles? No. Whoever is on that list, send them to jail. If Joe Biden did this to his 8-year-old daughter, that's disgusting. What do you think I want? Do you think I like Biden? I don't idolize presidents like other people do. I could give a fuck about a U.S. president. I respect the office, but I could give a fuck about a U.S. president. I will never wear merch. I loved Obama. I love the Hopi brain to our country. And it's the worst. Do you think I ever bought one piece of merch? Do you think I have an Obama flag on my pickup truck? Do I have an Obama flag on my fucking boat when I'm like on the river for the weekend? Do you fucking think I'm that pathetic? Hell no. We are all Americans. Please enlighten me. How many J6ers were arrested with guns? Really? How many cops really died that day? You sound like you don't want to hear the truth. But please come on the show and let's chat about it. Anybody. Yep, that's exactly right. Become a rebel, question everything and everyone political. Exactly. Dude, Chuck Schumer's a piece of fucking shit. Hakeem Jeffries is a piece of shit. They're all Cory Booker. They're all AIPAC. They're all fucking paid. They're all paid and they're serving other countries and not ours. All politicians. What do you guys not get about that? Do you give a fuck about the truth? Where is it? Do you give a fuck about the truth? If so, please stop with the salaciousms. Address the argument is stated and tell the truth. I think that Keith, come on the show and let's chat. Obamacare is great, buddy. Dude, oh my God. Obamacare is gone. They kicked everybody off. What do you care? What do you care? At least Obama was trying. That's what's so messed up about you guys. Americans, we should have free health care. What's so bad about that? Do you know how expensive freaking healthcare? It's the worst. Why are you mad at Obama? Why aren't we mad at the insurance companies? Huh? Like Luigi Mangione, bitch. This was a waste of time, Obama. I know you guys love that. The only modern president didn't achieve 3% GDP in 8 years. Okay, fine. Who cares? I never wore an Obama shirt. I could give a shit about Obama. He's not the president. Oh my God. It's like you guys are talking about 8 ex-girlfriends ago, and we're talking about the bitch I'm dating now. Who cares about those other hoes? Who cares about those other dudes? Good Lord. Yeah, where is Trump's health plan? Yep. Yeah. I mean, look, guys, when we are pushing Canada away and bringing Russia in, something's fucked up. Show me your facts, not feelings. What would you like to know? I ask of you the same. Don't dump on Trump. I'm so sorry. Oh no, please don't say anything about Obama. Don't say anything about any Democratic president. I couldn't stand it. Who gives a fuck? I don't care about any American president. Yep. $575 a month. Dude, I was paying $1,700 a month for shitty insurance, man. It's all the insurance companies, they all are trash. Okay, good. Hey, user, come on the show and let's chat, dude. We do need universal health care, but Republicans taught Obama all the way, okay? We do need universal health care. Trump wants to give the money directly to Americans. Oh my God. So why did he take all that Venezuelan oil money and put it in an offshore Qatar account for himself? Why aren't we getting? That's a very good question. Trump wants to give the money directly to when? Have you gotten any of this oil money that is in an offshore account that he says he's taking care of? Would you be okay if Biden went to Venezuela, took all this oil, I'm going to give it to the American people, and then put it in his own offshore account? You would be so fucking livid. Just let the door swing both ways. It's not left and right. Just call out the bullshit, whatever side. Be a fair, impartial ref. We have two teams. Call penalties on either side. They're both trash. God, you guys got to drop this Republican Democrat shit. We're Americans. Everybody has just forgotten what it means to be an American. I'm proud to be an American because at least I know I'm free. But I don't have a Second Amendment because they took that right from me. And I gladly stand up and sit down because my daddy said, America.
Before you move on, I want to say thank you for watching and for supporting.
You can't do that. You can't have guns. You can't have guns. You can't have guns. Who would have thought a Republican president would be trying to take our guns away? Again, Robert, where is the money from the Venezuela oil? Why is it in an offshore account, his personal account? It's a Qatar. Look it up. Let's look it up together. What did Trump do with the Venezuelan oil money? I mean, because that shit, we should all be getting a check. In January 2026, President Trump issued an executive order to seize control of Venezuelan oil reserves and secure them U.S. Treasury and secure them in U.S. Treasury and Qatar-based bank accounts. Why in Qatar? Why aren't they on American bank accounts? Doesn't that bother you? It bothers me. If that was any American president doing this shit, it'd bother the fuck out of me. These funds, including an initial $500 million, are held to prevent seizure by creditors and are designated for the Venezuelan people with plans to support the local currency? For Venezuelans? Is that Americans? Is that America first? The move accompanied efforts to have U.S. companies rehabilitate Venezuela's oil infrastructure. Wow. Seizure and custody. Funds from the sales are held in special U.S. controlled accounts. Some funds were placed in Qatar Bank. account to further secure them. So the money is more secure in another country. I'm just saying, don't you want this money? He wants to give the money directly to Americans. So why is he not keeping it in America? It's just an honest question. That's so crazy. Of course, free school and healthcare are good things. Yeah, we should have free college. We should have free healthcare. Every single school in our country, in the worst neighborhoods to the richest neighborhoods, should look the same. You don't get it. DJT has to clean up Obama. Oh, got it. So when does it become Trump's mess? This is the most hilarious thing because Trump was president in between Obama and dude, it's your fault. I mean, dude, get out of blaming other people. It's your fault. It's your fault. Who cares? User, oh my God, it's user tinfoil hat. Come on the show and let's do it. Obama. Yeah. Oh my God, that name. My mother-in-law used to say that name. It's so predictable. I gave you facts. What facts did you give me, tinfoil? Trump loves. Yeah, isn't that interesting? He loves all dictators. Yo, Ralph, thank you, man. Ralph, that means a lot to me. A super sticker. I don't even fully know what those things are, Ralph Perry 3576, but a special shout out to you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody in here. Even if you hate my face or I'm trash or I'm a piece of shit loser. Somebody said I had low testosterone. Somebody called me a bendejo the other day. Somebody said I'm a putz podcast. You're a douche. And somebody called me aggressive. They called me a libtard. They say I'm gay. They said, where's my boyfriend? They said, your voice is annoying. You have an ugly face. They said, you're living in your mother's basement. I'm in my mother's attic. Oh, this is the best one. I tried being a Democrat, but my head wouldn't fit up my ass. That's a good one. Seriously, guys, come on the show. Thank you, Ralph. Seriously, I really appreciate your support. The hate needs to stop and humans need to support other humans, illegal or legal. Yeah, and you know what's ironic about that, Silky Sweet, is that's what Jesus would say. Oh, my God. So you're okay with all the fraud in Minnesota? No, but I'm concerned about the fraud in the White House. And look, have you ever heard of Amy Bach? This is funny to me because I'm sure you're going to say, oh, yeah, the fraud in Minnesota, it's all Somalis, all that racist shit. Do you know Amy Bach, a white person in Minnesota, led up all of this COVID healthcare fraud for $250 million? She's white. Let me bring her up. Are you aware of this? Because, yeah, we should all fraud. I mean, it's just funny. Everybody agrees we should get rid of all fraud. Oh, here's the picture. Sorry, from earlier, just to let you guys know, this is fake. This is a fake picture. Do you see it? It's photoshopped to look like he's pointing a gun at us. That's not real. So if anybody saw this picture and thinks it's real, please let me know in the comments. Yeah, Kushner. Kushner has no soul. That guy's a piece of shit. His master plan with Gaza. Why don't you fix fucking Vegas? Vegas is dead now. What if Biden did? Yeah, I mean, just ask yourselves anything. What if Biden did that? You guys would be livid. I'm embarrassed to be Jewish. Yep, I'm Jewish too, and I get very embarrassed as well by what's going on. You know, the genocide in Gaza. It's really disgusting. Thank you. The only hope you got is, yeah, that's a problem, Ralph. We only have two parties. Where do you get this fact the oil revenue is going to anywhere but the Venezuelan people? I just read that. It says the oil is going to the Venezuelan people. Look it up for yourself, guys. I'm just Googling myself. I'm a comedian. I'm not acting like I'm some political scientist or any smarter than any of you out there. I'm just here putting up a show every day, asking questions so we can have a dialogue. I'm an American. You're an idiot. Come on, tinfoil hat. I thought we've made it past the point of calling me an idiot. Greenwood is a Saki out. I don't know. Vote blue. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I agree, Ralph, but I mean, there's so much weakness in the Dems. $325 a month for my insurance. Yeah. He did not say that during the election. Okay. Repug said Kamala would take our guns. Yeah, that's true. That's true. This emphasis on freedom feels strange, as if others don't have freedom. False state of mind. Yeah. Where is the SK Doge? Yeah, the Doge check, right? Doge was a fucking joke. Elon came in. What did he do? What did they do? Where is all the fraud? Who's against fraud? Guys, we all are giving half of our hard-earned paycheck to these fucking assholes. These piece of shit politicians who don't care about us. Why shouldn't we all be asking this question? Where is my Doge check? Okay, we want all the fraud taken care of. Fraud in Minnesota. What's so funny, guys? Why Minnesota? Minnesota has about 130,000 illegal immigrants. Why are they not in Texas and Florida that has one of the largest immigration problems in our country? Why are they only going to blue states? Why? This feels like we're weaponizing the federal government. Why are they only going to blue states? Minnesota is literally the least of the issue when it comes to immigration, illegal immigration. And those are facts. Oh, God, Robert. I'm sorry, Robert, that you believe that. When? When is he sending $2,000 to everybody? And don't you think he should send more than that? Why 2,000? He sent, did you know the money, 1776 that he sent all the veterans, that was already appropriated money for them? It wasn't like extra money that he put aside. He took money that was already appropriated for veterans, called it the 1776, and gave it to them. Robert, I want that $2,000 just as bad as you do, bro. But when is it? That was months ago, they said, and they've mentioned nothing about it. Where is it? I hope we get it. Trump let Musk through all of our financial institutions, and he let Harris make trillions in Gaza. Where is the money? Yep. Look, I didn't like Biden. Biden helped this genocide that's happening in Gaza. He supported it. He's disgusting too. They all have blood on their hands. And then Jared Kushner, God, he's fucking disgusting. He doesn't deserve, he should have his Jewish card taken away. He is such a fucking weasel. This was their master plan. They admitted they had plans to build Gaza before October 7th. Jared Kushner, they admitted that. Oh yeah, Jared had this, the master plan. There were plans? And Jared, if you seen the interview, he's like, yo, man, shut the fuck up. Steve Witkoff. Steve Witkoff is in the interview and he's like, oh yeah, Jared knew all. And it's like, really? And Jared's like, no, shut the fuck up. Go watch the interview. It's hilarious. How do they think they're going to be able to build on Gaza with all that blood in the soil? Like, that would be the most haunted freaking place on the planet. And I love Palestinians. I know that their souls will not let anybody rest on that beachfront property. And those are facts. Didn't investigate Hunter for that? Yeah. Fuck Hunter Biden. Yeah, I know. I think they all did. Standing Rock. What is that, Kevin? Trump got rid of all that. I support the illegals who follow the laws, as know many illegals, many years who came here to be free, as we are land of the free of the people. That's true. I agree. You know, if you're illegal and you're trying to get in the country the right way, I think they should only be deporting the criminals, right? That makes sense to me. We could have free healthcare if there wasn't so much fraud. That's a THERE, Robert. But I don't know. Is that true? Then okay, Trump's been in office since November. So let's get all the fraud. Where's all of our money? Robert, you bring up an excellent point. Where are our $2,000 checks? Okay, they've found all this fraud. So give it to us. Give us our money back. He owes dictators. Yep. Now everyone is cutting free trade deals with India and China. Yep, at our cost. I mean, that's the thing, guys. We're losing everything. Talk to farmers. They're fucked. Soybean farmers, you're never, once you go somewhere else, they're never coming back. Melania knows. I'm worrying about the preachers who don't speak out about the murders of Minnesota. Yep. That's because they're not real men of God. Not real. What's not real? Come on, bro. How the fuck did Omar get 30 million? From what I've seen, people are saying her husband is worth $30 million. Oh wow, we've already hit over an hour on this stream. I gotta re-up on Instagram. Hold on, guys. This is a great show, guys. I really appreciate it. We're having a great dialogue. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate all the respectful dialogue we're having, even in the ones in the comments who've called me an idiot or names. I don't hold it personally at all. I'm here for your personal kicking bag of pleasure. But like, hey, I'm sitting here taking it. You don't see Joe Rogan open it up to the live comments. Fucking Joe Rogan, that pussy, like, I can't believe Trump's doing this. It's like, dude, you got him elected, you idiot. That's what I laugh at all these fucking podcasters. Andrew Schultz, Theo Von. I can't believe dude, you got him elected. I didn't have President Trump up here. He didn't come up to Studio 8. But yeah, and listen, Robert, if Representative Omar stole money, let's find out about it. Okay? Nancy Pelosi, all the stock trading she did, all of them do it. All of them are criminals. That's what we have to shed, is they're all criminals, right? We have to stop seeing any of them as our friends. They just lie to us. Like, perfect example. I ran for class president in 6th grade, and Sarah Del Mays, bless her heart, good friend of mine, she promised the whole class a pizza party. She said, if I'm elected class president, we will have a pizza party. And you know what? I got up there and I said, look, I'm going to be honest to you guys. We're never going to have a pizza party. The school does not allow pizza parties because you know how it is. You can't bring food to school because some kids have a peanut allergy and then they get sued. You cannot have a pizza party. So I was honest. I told everybody, I said, we're not going to have a pizza party because I'm not going to lie to you guys and tell you we're going to do something that we can't do. And guess who won? Sarah Del May, because she promised the pizza party. Did we ever have a pizza party? No. We never had a pizza party. Yes, Ilhan Omar. Yep. Let me look that up real quick because I know Trump has mentioned that and everything, but it's like, dude, they all make illegal trades. You know what I mean? Question all humans. Are you proud Trump demolished history and put his name on a building he has no right to? Yeah, the Kennedy Center is disgusting. Are you a pedo? Just asking. No, BP Slick. Thank you. Is that enough? Do you want me to like prove it? You want me to stand up and show you my dick or something? I don't know. What do you want to see? It's funny though. Do you think Donald Trump is a pedo, or do you think we should release all Epstein files? No black stuff, nothing redacted. Democrat, Republican, whoever is on that fucking list and hurt any of those children, fuck them to hell. Do you agree with that? Put yes in the comments. Danielle deals with them too. Off of us. Trump gave Elon the bank. Yeah, literally. Do you even pay federal income tax? What the fuck kind of question is that? Yeah, dude. I just paid 73 grand in federal taxes. Are you fucking kidding me? And you know what they did? Somehow, I just literally had to do this. Somehow, they called me and they said, you didn't pay. I literally got a letter from the IRS that said I didn't pay $73,000. Like, how did I even get that money? $73,000 in federal taxes. And they sent me a letter and said we never received it. It was taken out of my bank account. So I call the IRS, wait on hold for over an hour, finally get through. And they said, oh, somehow it got filed to 2023 and not 2024. Well, I didn't fucking do that. It's not my mistake. Well, we realize it's not your mistake, but it's still late. They charged me $500 in fees. So yes, did you pay the federal government $73,000? I feel like I gotta fucking write that out for you guys. Fucking did you pay taxes? What a question. Yeah. How much did you pay? How much did you pay? I paid $73,000 fucking dollars in federal taxes. Fuck my life. Can you imagine what I could have done with that money? 70,000. What is it? Going to bomb children in other countries that I don't fucking know? Don't you wish we could vote on where our money went to? It's unbelievable. Unbelievably disgusting what they do with our money. Tell me about the gold inventory. We are there. Stupid. BP, how much did you pay in federal taxes? Do you even pay federal income tax? I can't even believe what kind of question that is. That's so insulting to me. Trump said that he was not a politician, remember? Right, Ralphie. I know. He tried to act like he wasn't. Being attacked has hit list. Facts? LOL. Where are you getting your facts from? On which one? Which conversation on BP Slick? Are you asking me about my federal income taxes? I actually told you. Just before the midterms. Yeah, the midterms, here's what they're going to do, guys. They don't want the midterms to happen because they know Trump and all of it. They're getting slammed. I hate to tell you, MAGA, but even MAGA is turning on this shit, you know? Even MAGA doesn't want our gun rights being fucked with, doesn't, you know. He didn't give money to vets. No, he didn't. Not veterans, stupid, service members. I don't know what you're calling me stupid about, but thanks, BP, for the compliment. He didn't give money to vets. Nope. I'm a veteran. It went to active duty. And I just want to tell you, women love fish pics. Thank you for your service. I really do appreciate you. I don't have the balls or the vagina. I'll tell you, I don't have the guts to go overseas and fight for our country. I love our country. I love this. And so I salute you. I'm being honest with you. I don't have the guts to do it. So thank you for your service, because if it was just a bunch of people like me, we'd be fucked, right? So thank you for your service. I don't trust any political party. Biden was not POTUS. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, God. Libtards should not have firearms. Oh, Lord. Robert, I thought we were getting somewhere. So you want the Constitution adjusted that only people you think. The real Biden has blue eyes. So that was fake Biden? Okay. I have 30 firearms, all locked and loaded. Awesome. Cool. I have a badass toy collection to my right that's all locked and loaded, but you know. Fact check. Government has done fraud and getting away with it a long time. Yeah, that's true. Healthcare currently costs 4.8 trillion. We bring in 5.5 trillion. We currently spend over 7 trillion. We are almost 2 trillion in the red. Free healthcare is physically impossible. But how do they do it in other countries then? You know? Great show, guys. Thank you very much, Shea Bella. I really appreciate it. Guys, we're going on a solid hour and 9 minutes. Thank you guys all for hanging in here with me and keeping it respectable. She's a criminal, but no one has the proof to put her away. Okay. I don't think any of them are great, but right over wrong all day. Yep. I just think that's it, guys. If we can all just do the right versus wrong. You know, Alex Pretti, if you go in and look at that video and we're really honest with ourselves, ICE is out of control. They're not trained. In my opinion, it's a lot of Proud Boys who just went into owning the libs. And here's my question. At what point do you own the libs to the point where you're just shooting your own foot off? That's what's crazy about it. Oh, we're going to own the libs. We don't need that. Like, who cares? I'm not a libtard, and I'm not trying to own, oh, I own MAGA. I could give a shit. You're an American. I'm more concerned about breaking through to you so we can have conversations and find common grounds. I'm not interested in what separates us anymore. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Silky Sweet. Yeah, it's not illegal if you're a politician. They are all illegally stock trading. None of them. Here's the thing. Okay, yeah. Omar, she has 30 million now. I believe they're saying that's her husband she married, has all the money. If that's in fact her money and she's made that in office, then yeah, any politician who has gotten rich and a multi-millionaire as a politician, that's not right. Why do fucking scumbag Democrats love illegal pedos so much? See, Robert, you have to listen, brother. First off, I'm not left. I'm not right. I don't know anybody who loves illegal pedophiles so much. We all agree. If there's illegal pedophiles, get them out of the country. What I don't agree in is the peaceful, like the fruit vendor who was arrested in my neighborhood. Like, I know so many good, like ICE. I just got another message from my son's school today that ICE was there. Okay, it's a predominantly Latino school. He's white, redheaded ginger. But why? Okay, yes, 100%. Go after the scumbag illegal pedos. We fucking hate those people. Everybody, prisoners agree on that, right? But do you think it's right to go to kids' high schools and scare kids at high school? Like that's just, to me, that's not the function of what ICE needs to be doing. That's not what it should be. Illegal criminals. They shouldn't be going after students. They shouldn't be going after American immigrants. Like literally, they're at immigration court and they're grabbing them. They're trying to do it right. You know what I mean? So that just doesn't make sense to me. I think we paid about 40K. What did you pay 40K for, Eric? Sorry. Don't fuck with MAGA. Okay. I don't think anybody did. Thank you for your words. No, thank you. Thank you guys so much. There's something you could do to serve your country. Okay. All right. And what is, I'm a comedian. I'm an entertainer. I'm in Los Angeles. I've been doing comedy for 30 years. I'm going to be on Comics Unleashed very soon. It's on CBS after the Colbert Show. Also, if you guys want, I have Samson's World, my stand-up comedy show on Amazon Prime. I have my stand-up special, Proof I Was Here, filmed in St. Louis. Dems hate Jews with a passion. Well, I'm Jewish, but again, I'm not really a Dem. I don't know, man. I feel like, oh God, Robert, you showed your cards. Robert, these two can't exist in the same sentence. Nick Fuentes hates Jewish people. He's a fucking little weasel, anti-Semite racist. So who hates Jews more than Nick Fuentes, man? That virgin, that little fucking virgin pussy, Nick Fuentes. Oh, Robert. Come on, Robert. Robert, follow me, bro. I'm married. I have 3 kids. I don't hate Jewish people because I am Jewish. And I'm just about the truth. Nick Fuentes. Oh yeah, Nick Fuentes. Dude, he's a micro penis. Like, dude, if you want a real man, I'm a man. He's never even had sex before, bro. I've been pounding pussy since, early on, bitch. 2020 threw us into another dimension of hurt and government liars. And I hate to tell it, Nick Fuentes, he's so funny. He's closeted gay, which is fine, but he doesn't even like gay people. He says he doesn't. When asked if he likes women, he's like, I don't really like women. I'm like, yeah, that means you're gay, bro. And that's okay. Americans crying about 9 billion in fraud, but what about the trillions and trillions before? Where is the outrage? Well, you're right. The average of us don't really know much. Barry deported millions of legals. Oh, what is that? You're a Jew and your son is a Jew. You're not white. Well, this is funny. My wife's Catholic. I'm Jewish. We're cashews. So I don't know. And I'm not, some Jewish people might not like this, but I'm not one of the Jewish people who believes that Judaism is a race. I think it's a religion. And maybe you could say I'm not white, but when I get pulled over by the cops, I'm white as fuck. You know, if I'm in the car with my friend Donnell Rawlings, I think they call me white. Most people would call me white. You can't. Most people are like, Sam, you're not Jewish. You don't look Jewish. You don't look Jewish. And you're not white. That just sounds a little negative. I don't know. I don't love the tone of that, Nene. It's not right or wrong. It's just a consequence of crossing the border illegally. Well, but everybody came here at some way or another, and our Fifth Amendment in the Constitution, it allows for you to come into our country illegally. Any person. That's why the Fifth Amendment says any person gets due process. So you're absolutely right. The consequences of coming and crossing the border illegally by our Constitution means you get due process. Yes, agreed. ICE needs to arrest criminals and leave the U.S. citizens alone. And I think they need to stop profiling. Like, they hear you have an accent. What about Melania's accent? Do they come after her? They need to stop asking people for proof of citizenship. This is not fucking Nazi Germany. And for anybody who wants to live in an America where they can come up to you, and ask if you're, I don't want anybody to ask me if I'm a United States citizen. Isn't that fucking obvious? And if it's not obvious, you still shouldn't ask me. Imagine crying for legals and illegals who give no fuck about you. Wake up, vax. Oh, God, dude. Okay, you're blocked. That's disgusting. What a racist, disgusting fuck, man. You just got banned. What a sicko. That didn't take long. I can't even believe I put that up. So, guys, that's the MAGA pool right there using the N-word. That's disgusting. That is so disgusting. That is so disgusting. Dems, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. If they are, then fuck the Dems. Nick Fuentes is a piece of shit. Nope, I was born here. Congrats. Where's your parents born here? Were your grandparents born here? Were your great? At some point, you came here to America illegally too. Trump's father was not illegal. Those are facts. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you heard Mrs. Trump was saying it earlier. You know? I just don't understand, man. I just don't look. I mean, here's Trump's mom talking about it right here.
In a little town called Stornoway, with the island of Lewis, way up in the Hebrides. Way up in the Hebrides. Yeah. Beautiful little island.
And did you live there for most of your life?
Oh, yes, I lived there. I grew up there.
So Trump's mom was not born in America. What do you think due process means? Due process means, let me read you the Constitution. What does the Fifth Amendment say about due process? Okay. The Fifth Amendment protects individuals from government overreach. And see, they say individuals, not citizens. Notice the wording. From government overreach and criminal proceedings, guaranteeing rights to a grand jury for capital crimes, protection against double jeopardy, being tried twice for the same crime, protection against self-incrimination, pleading the Fifth, the right to due process of law and fair compensation for private property taken for public use. Guarantees that the government cannot deprive citizens of life, liberty, or property without fair legal procedures. Let's see it as it applies to immigration. The Fifth Amendment guarantees, and listen here, that all people within the United States, including immigrants, listen to this, regardless of status, are entitled to due process of law and cannot be deprived of life, liberty, or property without a fair hearing. This protects against arbitrary detention and deportation, providing the right to remain silent and to present evidence. Due process. Immigrants in the U.S. have the right to a fair, impartial hearing, notice of charges, and an opportunity to be heard in immigration court. That's what the Constitution says about it. What do you guys think? Yeah, that 999 guy, that was disgusting. And I hope nobody supports that. Called me a Jew, then said the N-word. That's just, if you fuck with that, then just get off my show now. When you buy a beer or a lottery tickets, they ask for your ID. Okay? What's the point there? Did you guys just, guys, you can say whatever you want. This is the Constitution. Are you guys, am I lying? Beta. Oh yeah, I know what that means. I'm 67 and I get ID'd for a pack of cigarettes. Yes. But you guys, Russell, you have to understand that's different getting ID'd to be 21 for liquor. And then, but when you walk out on the street, nobody asks you if you're an American citizen. Sure, they ask you, pull you over. Are you of age to drive? You don't even have to show them your driver's license. When they don't have probable cause to pull you over, you don't have to show them shit. All right, clearly you're not trying to talk. Have a good night. Is that me, Women Love Fish Picks? I don't know where I lost you. I thought we were doing pretty good there. Bring back stop and frisk. That's a racist policy. Well, I don't think all MAGA are racist. Yeah, what does due process, what does that mean? Fair legal process, not an actual trial. Yes, but you get the right to go to court. I mean, am I reading this wrong? Tell me where I'm wrong here. The Fifth Amendment guarantees that all people within the United States, including immigrants, regardless of status, are entitled to due process of law and cannot be deprived of life, liberty, or property without a fair hearing. This protects against arbitrary detention and deportation, providing the right to remain silent and to present evidence. Due process. Immigrants in the U.S. have the right to a fair, impartial hearing, notice of charges, and an opportunity to be heard at immigration court. I'm not making any of that up. That's straight from it. Tell me where the problem is. It would take 100 years to do due process with the amount of people that were, okay. But the Constitution still says it. I don't know how you work that. I'm not that guy. I'm just saying here. Time to get the tarot cards out and do some spells and burn some sage. Yeah, I'm going to go burn some sage downstairs. If you get pulled over and have to show your license, if you get pulled over, you have to show your license, dumbass. Thank you, Randy. Well, yes, license and registration. But that's not to prove that you're a United States citizen. That's different. If you get a speeding ticket or yeah, guys, you're talking about citizens. The word racist is like the boy who cried wolf now. Well, it is to people who are racist and sensitive to that, but racist is still a very real word. And as you saw earlier, the guy who dropped the N-word in here, who was all about MAGA and then had to drop it. It says legal process, not trial. Okay, but there's due process. You can't just deport them to some other country without a legal process. So I agree with you. Truth, but the government is not following the laws of the Constitution. All persons are entitled to due process. Yep. What is racist? No, it's not a term that's been weaponized. Racism, the only person it hurts is people who are racist. If you're not racist, you're not afraid of the word racism. You know? No, it's not. There was at least 20 million illegals that crossed the border under Biden. Oh my God, I swear to God, if you guys say Biden one more fucking time, forget him. Did you ever see Tom Brady win a Super Bowl and talk about the losing team ever? It's so weird to me. Fifth Amendment says nothing about immigration court. It says due process. I had a lawyer on yesterday. You can watch my episode from yesterday on this. Well, said facts today, Sam. Thank you for the truth. Guys, I'm trying to present the facts. I'm really working here, you guys. I'm not trying to I'm trying to be on the same team here. No answer about the many years it would take to give due it would take years. I understand what you're saying. Of course it would, but I didn't write the Constitution, so I don't know. How did they handle that? I'm a comedian. You tell me, but Russell, I don't know how that works. But yeah, I agree with you. It would take forever. I'm not afraid of a racist. Everything is racist these days. No, not really. What is a due process in action? How do you think immigration court works? I'm not a lawyer. I don't actually know. Can you inform me? All they know is but Biden. It doesn't matter how long it would take. All persons. Yeah, I think that's a good point. I don't have the answer, and it doesn't matter how long. Racist equals bigot. To refuse due process is to defy constitutional law. Yeah, I agree with you. Unicorn Mullet. What a great name. Whew, guys, I'm exhausted. I love you guys. I've been talking for a fucking hour and a half straight. I'm sure you guys are tired of my stupid ass. I really appreciate all the healthy dialogue today. Everybody in the comments. This is Samson's World, where court, comedy, culture, and your world collide. Please join me here every day, 5 p.m. EST. I was a little late today, but make sure you subscribe to me at Secret Service Sam on all platforms. And my big following is on TikTok, but fuck TikTok. It's all fucked up now. Everybody, keep your eyes open, your heart open, your morals open. We all are good United States citizens, immigrants. We're all global patriots. We all, people just want to see our families fed and be happy and enjoy our lives. That's all I preach. I think happiness is the most important thing you should have. You've got this strong opinion about how illegals aren't getting due process, and you don't even know what the process is. No, I'm just saying the Constitution allows due process, and you cannot just deport people to CCOT. You know what I mean? But let's educate each other on this. Again, I had a lawyer on yesterday. If you want to watch my episode from yesterday, we were talking all about this also, but thank you. To begin with, Biden is the person that flooded our... Okay, I know, but Russell... I mean, they're getting rid of him, dude. I know, Biden sucked. Everybody agrees Biden sucked. We know. Biden sucked. But, guys, at the end of the day, what a joke. Thank you, W12ATH. Yes, yesterday I had a lawyer on, Danielle, and we were discussing all this. So please go back and watch it. I'll have Danielle on again. I'll go do a little bit more research on the due process, because this is a very sticking point for a lot of people. I agree. All non-citizens, including undocumented individuals within the U.S., possess 5th and 14th Amendment rights to due process, ensuring fair removal hearings. And yes, all presidents have let in illegals. That's true. Notice of charges, legal counsel at their own expense, and the right to present evidence. Thank you, Unicorn. So, yeah, let's get all the facts together, you guys. I'm sure you guys don't have all the answers, and I don't either, but I think together we can probably figure it out. Have a beautiful day, guys. I love this. Great show. Great show. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of the world.
Can you freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference. Is this really just a show of power?